Have a ride and want to make some coin? You're parked in the right spot. This is the Carbingo Show with Frank Rios, Matthew Barroso, and Ramon Robles. Driven by Carbingo.com, where you get a real offer on your car and earn top dollar. Call Carbingo at 87-CAR-BINGO. Now, here to get you the most for your car, the Bingo Bros, Frank, Matthew, and Ramon.
All right, so Alberta, Canada. By the way, this is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. Alberta, Canada. Had the entire province, which is like a state, but in Canada,
right. It's a little warmer than here.
State.
Well, it's a province. They call it province.
It's a state.
It's a bit cool. Well, that's true. It's so cold right now.
That's true.
They've been rat-free for 70 years.
Wow.
The government there decided to get rid of rats around World War II, and they still have a pest control crew on the border to prevent any from coming in. Which
I was gonna say, there's like a team tracking these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Which reminds me of
a real rat pack.
Hey. Which reminds me of a story back in the 70s or 80s. India, the country of India, had a cobra problem, like an infestation of cobras.
It's a lot cooler.
Right.
It's a cooler infestation.
So they put they put a bounty on cobras. You bring us a cobra head, we'll give you $5. So what happened? People started breeding cobras.
To give money, yeah.
So then
it went the other way.
Yeah, so the population actually went up because they got out of hand. And where are all these cobras coming from? There were cobra farms.
They should have hired some G.I. Joes.
Hey, that might be too young for, or too old for this group.
I don't think so. I'm the youngest one here.
I get it.
You got it? Jennifer got it. Okay. Jennifer got
Who
it.
did the G.I. Joes fight?
Cobra.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. I am Ramon Robles, along with Frank Rios, Matthew Barroso, and Jennifer. We're all here.
We're all here.
It has been
the gang.
It's been about 2 weeks.
Yeah. Maybe 3.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say 2 months.
Yeah, I think it's 3 because it was
Feels like 2 months.
Frank, then you,
Yep.
then Frank.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're all back.
Yep. Jennifer, you're not on camera, are you?
No.
Okay, because your microphone is.
I know.
You okay?
Yes.
Oh, you had to kind of rig it there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good.
You will sit in the chair.
Yeah,
You
sit
just
in a
look
chair.
uncomfortable. Yeah, come on. Be comfortable. I like your boots, by the way.
Your back will thank you for it.
Yeah, trust me.
To be fair, Jennifer's very close to the ground anyway,
Yeah, that's true.
so the mic is still pretty low.
I have this odd quirk where I will wear a long sleeve shirt or even a jacket and then just constantly push it up. And so what ends up happening is like the long sleeve gets, big,
gets ruined.
and then and so I wonder, well, why even bother wearing long sleeve?
Is it because you don't want the jacket on, but you're feeling?
You're lying to yourself about wanting a jacket.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know what it is. All this cold weather is
That's
just
a nice
exposing.
jacket. I
I
like it.
appreciate that. Thank
Frank has one, right?
No.
you. I was going to wear the
I
one
asked for one like many Christmases ago.
for me personally.
I believe so.
No.
One of the issues that I have with long sleeves is I try to like pull them down.
Oh, real the opposite.
Since I'm tall, my arms and everything.
Yeah, that's true. I had the same problem. I was gonna say that. That's funny.
Okay.
I tend to always.
You'll have the opposite problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At my wedding, I was like constantly with my jacket.
Oh wow.
pulling it down.
See, I just want my wrist to breathe. I guess I don't know. Old man problem. Old
You
man
got sweaty
things.
wrists.
I never realized that before, but perhaps I do.
Sweaty wrist guy.
Let's see. Carbingo.com is a website. We want to thank our friends at Carbingo for making this ignorance possible every week. We are here Saturday, 4 o'clock on KPRC, and it's all because the folks at Carbingo said, Ramon, Frank, Matthew, listen, we have this great product. We're going to give people lots of money for their vehiculars, and all we ask is that every once in a while you mention that they can go to Carbingo.com, enter some information, quick, easy, and then boom, you're set up for a big check.
Pretty painless. You put down for just like you said. That's about it.
Sometimes there's a little prick to the finger to check for blood, but otherwise it's pretty painless. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. They do have the diabetic.
Metaphorically, maybe.
No, it's super simple. You get a check. We can drop it off at your house and pick up your car. You can bring it to one of our centers, 15 minutes in and out. We have lousy coffee, but if you guys like lousy coffee, more than welcome to bring it down. You don't even have to speak to anybody. You get a number within seconds, and if you like it, then you can proceed, and then we'll drop off a check. Super simple to sell your car at Carbingo.com.
It takes 55 seconds to microwave a corn dog in the microwave. I'm redundant.
Right.
It's about that. It's faster to get a quote.
It is.
Than 55. I mean, it's almost instant.
Than the corn dog thing, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you just think about that.
I'm just proud of us for coming up with that.
Figuring out
Of all the things we could have made an analogy about.
A unit of measurement is
the
the
unit
speed
of
of
measurement is how fast can you microwave a corn dog.
Yeah.
I think that might be radio history.
We're innovators.
Oh, yeah.
I've always said that. We
like
are
it.
innovators. Got a lot to get to. It's kind of like, what do you call that when it gets to a choke point? It's a choke point. I have so much stuff here.
Bottleneck.
Bottleneck, yeah, thank you. I just don't know what to get to first. Do you remember the most perfect cup of coffee you ever had?
Good question.
Jennifer, you don't drink coffee. No, you did.
Yeah, I
you
do.
do.
Jennifer
Yeah, of course
was
you
an
do.
avid
She's
coffee.
our resident, yeah. How are you taking it right now?
It's just blonde roast with
Okay.
white mocha and Italian cream.
Wait, that sounds like a lot going on there.
She said, "You want my order? Here it is."
Yeah, wow.
I made it at home.
Did you? Of course you did. You have machines and stuff?
No.
No.
She has a
Take a machine from that place.
she's got a $7,000 cappuccino machine. I think.
They're like, what happened to the machine?
Fell off the back of a truck. I don't know.
You just go to her
down
house, you
that
see the milk foaming and stuff. Like, what is going on in there?
I did buy my wife a rather expensive cappuccino machine with the twist and nozzles and
Nice.
stuff.
My
We used
wife wants a coffee bar.
Yeah.
She is dead set
You
on
can
it.
buy ours. Sell it
Is
to you
it
cheap.
amazing? The coffee? The Langini? Or what brand
Yeah,
is it?
yeah.
Is it
it's,
one of those?
it's the Ferrari of it. It's Italian. It's it's.
Do
the
you
whole thing.
really taste the difference?
I like the process of it. It tastes good. Now I can't tell you. There's
Just from what
diminishing returns. What's
what
that called?
you used to drink
Yeah.
versus what you used to drink.
Are you an espresso guy? Do you drink espresso?
I don't like espressos per se. The little sip.
Yeah.
I like a little bit of add a little
Like
water,
an Americano or
a little
whatever?
10, 12 ounces. I like.
Is that what it's
big.
called, Jennifer?
Yeah,
The
Americano is
Yeah.
just espresso and water.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I like the Americano. But it's nice because once you get it all dialed in and you know how to do it and you're frothing your own milk and you're pouring it in and you taste it and I did that.
But
Pretty
to get the true ROI on it, how many cups of coffee do you think you're going to have to drink
Do you have a
instead of
milk
just going to a
steamer, too?
coffee shop?
Oh,
We
really?
got the milk
What
steamer a
about
lot.
what about cleanup? Is cleanup
It's easy on
pain?
that. Yeah.
It's easy?
It's easy because it's steam, right? So, you just turn the steam on for a second and then use it to
There's
clean.
that press thing, right?
Yeah,
That
the
you put
press thing, you knock it out, clean it, just wipe it with a rag because
The
it's so
ones
hot.
at Starbucks are like a whole process.
So do you ever
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
do you ever go out of the house? Oh, I'm just rushing out. You wanted that cup of coffee from that machine, but you couldn't do it. So then you have to stop somewhere, and you're like, "Man,
No, because if that ever
cheating on the
happens,
machine.
yeah, like I spent all that
your
money.
wife knows. She has like an
Yeah.
Apple AirTag on your coffee."
No, we have a pretty good, decent machine at the office. We have an espresso, which are really nice. If you're
I
into
have
the
an
K cup,
espresso, yeah, I like
espressos
it.
are
Yeah.
nice.
A huge
Easy to
difference in
use.
the
I
price.
love that.
Espressos
Different
are
price
nice.
point too.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm saying the price point, the total difference, probably thousands of dollars difference.
Yeah.
Do you find?
Do you really
that a
taste the
huge-
difference though?
That's what I was going to ask.
Okay, I'll give you that answer. And we got to go to break.
Yeah,
I'll give you
that's
that
what I
answer.
wanna- that's what the people wanna know.
The people are demanding an answer. All right, this is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. All right, welcome back to the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. I am Ramon Robles, along with Frank Rios, Matthew Barroso, and Jennifer, talking coffee. Man, it's
Coffee
just
talk.
the weather. It's
Yeah.
cold outside. You want to get it warm, nestled, coffee. And before we went to break, we were talking about the I forget the brand of coffee maker that I bought my wife, but it's a fancy one. It wasn't cheap, and it weighs a ton.
Yeah.
It's a big boy.
It's practically, literally about 400 pounds.
Looks like Willy Wonka's factory.
Yeah, yeah. All kinds of nozzles and arms and twisty
Gauges,
things.
right? A
Yeah,
bunch of gauges
yeah,
everywhere.
gauges. And not only all that, but it also comes down to the quality of coffee. Also comes down, and Jennifer, you'll know this, how much of the coffee beans you pack into the little thing,
Right.
and how hard you press it. You
Right.
can't, there's a
Do you have all the little tools?
yeah, there's a
The, like,
little
air
press, a
fryer
little
thing
stamp.
and the
French
press.
press kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, a press. It's just like a little stamp. It looked like it would be a stamp, but you use that to compact the beans, and you got to dial in the grinder. You can't have them too big. You can't have them too small.
Yeah.
You got to determine how long you want the water running through the coffee.
I think in
Yeah, they
theory,
call it a
it's-
Science, huh?
What's that?
They call it a long shot.
Yeah, a long shot. Yeah, it is a science. I mean, it's even
it's a
more
long
of a
shot.
science when you do that. It's a long shot. You're
It's a
gonna
long shot that
get
I'll
it
buy
right. Yeah. But
It seems like a lot of work for a cup of coffee, man.
yes, it is. It's not one of those things where, like you said, you're running out the door.
Probably until you dial it in, right? And then now
Correct.
you know how to do it every time.
And that's the key.
How long does it take
to figure it out?
to get? No, it's like to get one. Like now, you guys have it ready. Like how long does it take for your coffee to before you push start to when you're drinking?
2 minutes at most.
Not terrible.
Because you grind the beans, but you're only grinding, enough
The amount
for
that you need.
like an
Like a single
espresso.
serving, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Espresso.
So you can get
Espresso.
like 6 cash offers through Carbingo.
That's right. In the time that it takes to
crazy,
make
yeah.
an espresso,
They sell
carbingo.com.
6 cars.
You
Yeah.
can sell your car before you get a cup of coffee.
That $2 cup
of
of
them.
coffee. Yeah.
6 cars, yeah. That's about the same cost as the
So
actual machine.
how many cups did you have to go through to get the
A lot.
settings just right?
There was a lot of and throw it out.
Really?
Not even finished.
Was it too strong or something?
bitter?
Like syrupy?
It was bitter.
Yeah. You had a bunch of trial runs.
Lot. We ruined a lot of decent coffee. And then once we got it dialed in, we bought the
So
better
now that
coffee.
you're on the other side of this,
Yeah.
was it worth it?
Um
Your wife's not listening.
Yeah,
You
I
can
mean-
say the truth.
Well, no. Of course, it's not worth it because it was expensive. But you
the
look at
experience-
the experience; it's fun. It's like when you cook something nice.
Right.
Was it worth barbecuing for 24 hours? Well, at the end of the
Probably,
day,
Yeah, you have to be like really into coffee to feel like it was worth it.
You know what? It probably looks amazing in your kitchen. though.
yeah,
You have
yeah,
this
it
really-
does.
Definitely a
It probably
conversation.
makes your kitchen look real professional.
Yeah. But I mean, it is a great cup of coffee. It is a superior cup of coffee, right? And I'm gonna have to have it for about 15 years and drink 2 cups every day to get what I paid for it.
You know, you
But-
can buy the
You're
syrup
gonna make
pumps
your-
from Starbucks.
Oh, I think I knew that.
Yeah.
I think
You're gonna
And
like
they come
your
with the
kids-
pump and everything. Just line them all up on your counter.
that would look nice.
You got to make your kids into 2 baristas.
Yeah, I think I will. I, mean,
I
we have
don't
the
want to,
cups.
Dad. Do it. Daddy wants his coffee.
The next step is figuring out how to draw pictures with the cream. With the
Oh, nice. I've seen that, yeah.
The latte art.
Yeah, the
we
latte
never-
art.
we never
Yeah.
did that.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
we
very
gotta do that.
manly.
Yeah.
Manly aspiration.
You know what? Next weekend, y'all should come by. Coffees for everybody. Yeah. We'll sit. I got a studio at the house.
Nice.
We can do it right from the house.
I will bring
Nice.
my Starbucks
Very
hat and
cool.
apron.
Bring that. See, now we got a
Oh,
party.
now you have an employee.
You know, thinking of kids and baristas, or your kids can go there and change all your settings. And then you have to
Yeah.
Hit all buttons.
More likely.
I know that would be awful because we've dialed it in. I actually have a little notebook of everything
they're
that
at
I did
already.
and dialed it all in.
Did you
and-
put it on a waterproof paper in case coffee spills
I
on it?
didn't. That's the scary thing. I might need to transfer,
transfer,
that.
yeah.
I need to
Big
transfer that. But it was fun. I mean, it was a process.
So, are you experimenting with different beans
all the
from
time.
different places?
All the time.
And what's your favorite? What do you think the best? Is it Colombian coffee or Ethiopian? Or
That is a great question.
You know, there's
Frank Rios.
there's coffee that people make from poop.
Yeah. World's most expensive coffee.
It's disgusting. But I mean,
It's a monkey, right?
it's a monkey that eats the bean and then it poops out the coffee bean and then they harvest it
They
from
collect
the poop,
it. Yeah.
Probably
and then they
amazing.
make coffee.
Right.
Sounds disgusting, but
I've actually had that kind of coffee. I don't know if
Have
it
you?
was the premier, but a friend of mine went to Vietnam and bought that coffee. Now, whether it was authentic or not,
was it amazing?
I don't remember it being amazing, so I guess not. But again,
It was a little
It tasted like
tasted like a little bitter. This tastes like because it is
like beep.
Hey man, if we go to your house next week, I don't want no poopy coffee.
no.
I want real coffee.
I have a coffee subscription. A guy here in the Woodlands who's just a novice coffee guy who does coffee, gets beans from these countries, roasts them at his place, and then in 2 days I get.
Can you imagine how good his house must
Yeah.
smell?
Oh my god!
I mean, the bag that it comes in, the envelope that it comes in from the mail smells divine. I can't imagine what his house smells like.
I'm sure that guy knows coffee.
Yeah, he does. Every week, every month, it's a write-up. Well, this one came from the Colombian region, and the altitude gives it a hint of tapioca, and it's just, I mean, you can really delve into.
That's pretty cool.
Now, I got to admit, I've never drank coffee and went, oak wood, and I
Right.
get flavors of cherry and nutmeg. It's like, oh man, that's pretty good. The mocha
like-
really.
this is
You
like
do
the
that with
equi-
whiskey though.
yeah,
I was
Well,
gonna say.
we should do a whiskey taste test.
It's like the equivalent of having like a wine cellar in your house.
Yeah,
Just,
yeah.
Just for coffee.
Yeah. Do you drink whiskey?
Not really.
Okay, you're gonna drink whiskey, and we're gonna do like a whiskey. We're gonna have a whiskey guy come in during the show, and we're gonna sniff and circle and we're gonna do that.
Interesting.
Is that okay? You think that?
I'd prefer like a Benihana style thing, but that's cool.
Benihana?
Just food.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
have a guy come in and cook them.
They do that with olive oils too, I think. Like the tasting and
Oh, real
yeah.
olive oils. Man, I love a
Like
good
taste.
olive oil.
Yeah.
Oh man, don't get me started on olive oil. Do you do? I mean, do
love
you go?
olive
Yeah.
oils, yeah.
That is a slippery slope for me because I go to Whole Foods every now and then because I return Amazon packages, and so I'm in Whole Foods, which is weird, but it's the truth. I got
Interesting.
Amazon packages to return, and they return them. They accept them at Whole
healthy.
Foods because it's owned by Amazon anyway. And I'll walk through that section of you can't afford this, and it's all these olive oils that are priced at gold. Prices
$37 for a bottle of this.
Yeah.
thing.
They are really good though.
Yeah.
The
I guess that's if you're going to eat it raw on top of
Yeah, of
something.
course.
That's
Yeah,
the-
of course.
You don't
Yeah,
wanna cook
You're
it.
not for like regular cooking.
yeah, you're not frying your.
You think they sell
sausage.
holy oil there, like to bless things?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, why not? That could be the next thing.
Interesting.
I found, and I got to give you the guy's card, Frank, because you might appreciate this. He's Greek, so he knows olive oil.
Oh yeah.
But it's a big tub of olive oil, but in that olive oil are actual olives.
Ooh.
Black, black and green olives.
Right.
And it is delicious. And once you eat all the olives, you keep that olive oil
that
and you use it.
sounds amazing.
It is amazing. A jar about this big is $50.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's.
I mean, that's
luckily
not-
he gave it to me. I didn't have to buy it.
Not that far off from what.
Yeah, because you get all the olive oil plus olives. Oh man, it's
I
divine.
got to do a shout out. There's a place called Abdallah. I
Abdallah.
love that place. They have really, it's like a little market, but it's a Lebanese market. And the lady there, the owner, makes amazing bread, but she has this like fresh, like first press olive oil from Lebanon, and it's almost like a murky. It doesn't look clear.
Yeah.
and it is just unbelievably good.
Yeah.
and again, it's like $50, but
Yeah.
man, that's talk about good.
You know where
olive
that
oil.
money goes.
Oh
It's-
yeah,
yeah, it's
very
good stuff.
very good.
Interesting.
And the food's amazing there, by the way.
Where is it? Abdallah.
Abdallah is on. Don't get me to lying. I don't know.
It's not on Harwin or anything.
Yeah, actually.
Oh, if you Google
Actually,
it,
it is
you'll
by
find-
Yeah.
There's a lot of Middle Eastern
Yeah,
places there.
I drive by there often.
yeah.
There's so many places I want to try there, and I think I'm just so overwhelmed that I go, never
That's where
mind.
he
There's
bought
a
his-
Jack in the Box. I'll just stop there.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I mean,
right.
That's where he bought his coffee maker.
Yeah, I did actually. All right, how much time we got? We got about a minute, so let me give you some of this. The first American sitcom shown in China was Growing Pains.
I don't even heard of that one.
You've never heard of Growing Pains?
Growing
Really? Kurt Cameron,
Brony pants. Nope.
a kid after my own heart, and we'll delve into this story when we come back. A 6-year-old ordered $1,000 worth of food on Grubhub,
I heard about
Good
that.
boy.
causing a parade of delivery cars. Wouldn't that be a hoot? I mean, now, not if you're the parent, of course, but if you were the neighbor and you saw this parade of cars and all these people getting out and, food, because
food.
$1,000 worth of food is a lot of food, even
That's
for
a lot of food.
Even for Grubhub. I guess the joke could be that's the price of Grubhub these days, but no, that's a lot of food. All right, we're going to get into what he ordered and how it happened coming up. This is the Carbingo Show, thanks to our friends at carbingo.com. Sell them your vehicular, man. They're going to give you top dollar. It is a quick and simple process. Carbingo.com. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. Yeah.
Our 90s sitcoms, those are the best intros and outros.
Yep. We've been singing the theme song to Growing Pains through the entire commercial break. Frank and Jennifer had no idea. That's sad.
Oh,
You talk about the crumbling of our society. It starts with stuff like that. It starts with not knowing history.
what's your go-to? Like, man, I remember watching this when I was young.
My favorite thing, and I cried when I was a little kid and they took it away, was Johnny Quest.
I remember that.
You remember
My
that?
dad
The
liked
original
Quest.
Johnny Quest were just so, to me, they were like amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like way cooler than James Bond or anything.
Oh, wow. All right.
Whoa,
You guys ever seen
shots
this?
fired.
The original? Like,
I have not seen them. I know of them.
Oh, my God.
I think I
Very
remember watching
entertaining.
some of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know Johnny Quest, but you don't know Growing Pains?
I know the
She likes
name
the cool
Growing
things.
Pains. I couldn't
Kinda
tell you what it
minute.
is. I've heard of the name.
Yeah.
I don't know the show.
Fair enough.
That's okay.
Yep.
We'll hold it against you.
I'm sure there are things that you know that we don't. I don't know what they could be, but I'm
Pokemon.
sure there are. Oh, yeah, Pokemon.
Every Pokemon that's
And
ever
coffee.
lived.
Yeah,
Which
and
has gotta
coffee.
be-
That's true. Yeah, that's true. There is that. So a man in Michigan named Keith Stonehouse let his 6-year-old son use his phone to play a game Saturday night.
It's a very cool name.
Stonehouse?
Yeah.
Thinking that it would chill him out before bed, which as a parent, you know that giving a kid a phone before bed never chills a kid out.
No.
But the kid ended up playing with a different app, which was Grubhub. Keith says he knew something was strange when he got food delivery, but before he could figure it out, another one came, then another, and then another. He says it was like a parade of deliveries. It didn't take long for him to figure out that they were orders from his account and that his son made them. There were nearly $1,000 in food orders, and it could have been worse. He said his credit card stopped at $439. His card stopped a $439 order from Happy Pizza, suspecting fraud. So the kid put in a
kept going.
This sounds like maybe Keith was extra hungry and trying to throw it out his kid.
Keith Stone was ordering food.
Go to bed, huh? I'll show them.
However, a $183 order of jumbo shrimp from the same restaurant did go through just fine. Let's see. As the orders from other restaurants, chicken shawarma, salad, chicken wraps, chili cheese fries, ice cream, and of course more desserts. Keith said he was mad, but there was nothing he could do about it, so he crammed as much as he could in the fridge and offered the rest to neighbors. He also tried to talk to his son about it so he'd understand what went wrong, but while he was trying to explain, the kid stopped him and asked, Dad, did the pepperoni pizza come yet?
Oh, my God.
That ain't coming, little boy.
Yeah.
Dang.
But imagine when we were growing up, if we had access to something like that. Yeah. Because I remember the feeling of excitement when my parents said we were ordering pizza.
Yeah.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
It used to only be
a party.
Yeah.
You could only order pizza or Chinese food.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and Chinese food was very rare. I don't think we ever ordered Chinese food.
Yeah, it was only pizza.
Yeah. And just it would take 30 minutes, but as a kid, as an 8-year-old, 30 minutes might as well have been a day.
10 years, yeah.
Because it was never coming. 30 minutes? Ah! And then it'd come and it would be hot.
Right.
And you wouldn't care. I don't care.
Just burn your mouth. You know the little thing that's inside of the pizza boxes? You know that's to separate the pizzas without touching them?
Separate the pizzas?
Like the slices. So instead of grabbing the other slice and pulling your slice away, you use that to push down on the other slice so you don't touch.
The little round thing in the middle?
Yeah.
So that was a cardboard
That's what I thought. That's what I thought it was.
That's what you could probably use it for, but I don't want to throw weight around, but I worked at Pizza Hut.
I thought it was.
I worked at Domino's. It was my first job.
Really?
Ever. Yeah.
Are we fighting?
Wow.
Domino's is better, buddy.
That's not true.
I like Domino's. I'm Team Domino's.
Well, that's all right. You don't know growing pains. Look, the people who don't know growing pains like Domino's.
I like Papa John's.
There's your credibility right there. Well, yeah, don't get me on Pizza Hut. Even though I worked there for 4 years, I could eat Pizza Hut just about every day. It's just
have you guys ever had the cauliflower dough pizza?
No, I was talking about it today at work.
Oh, there it is. There's a pizza.
That was a Pizza Hut.
It's ready. It's at the door.
So it tastes to me, right? I had it the other day. I'm like, you sure this? I had to call the guy. You sure this is because it tastes just like bread, like
really.
But I really don't know, and I couldn't really find it online. What are the health benefits? Does it have less carbs or not?
I would imagine less carbs.
That's what I thought too, but there's nowhere it's there.
It's got to be. Well, let's just assume it's less carbs.
Yeah, but
It's
it was
probably
so good,
your body can digest it better than flour.
Well, my coworker that I work with, again redundant. My coworker I work with is, what do you call that when you can't gluten? He's got a gluten tolerance, so he orders cauliflower. When he does eat pizza, he usually doesn't, but when he does, and it's cauliflower, and he says it's amazing.
It is very.
We talked about that this week on the show. That's amazing that you bring it up. I got to try that. But the problem with that is, you know how good regular pizza is going to be. So if you dare try something else and it's not good, damn it, I just wasted an opportunity.
You can't replace the chewy bite that bread will have.
That is chewy bite.
No way,
it is.
I've had cauliflower.
You don't think so?
Okay, well, obviously we know what we got to do now.
Thin crust? Or?
You know what is good?
Oh, thin crust.
Thin crust.
Cauliflower fried rice is very good.
Fried rice.
I've
Like, you know when you make like an Asian fried rice?
Why? Well, you're taking something healthy and you're just...
Replace the rice with cauliflower.
Yeah, no, I've done that. They sell them in bags.
It's really good.
Does it taste like rice?
Yes. It's very good.
Yeah, but the pizza crust doesn't taste like pizza crust is what you're saying, right?
But the rice isn't like chewy and stretchy and don't mess with my pizza.
Okay, Frank, let me ask you something. Here's what we're going to do. It's obvious. It's ripe for television or YouTube. we're gonna order pizza next week from the same place. One cauliflower and one regular.
Done.
And it's gonna be pepperoni. It's gonna be standard, and we're gonna blind folk in case it looks different, and you're gonna tell us,
Favorite pizza? Pepperoni?
Yeah, it's got to be. If you had too many toppings,
I'm a supreme man. Sorry.
yeah, bell peppers just take away the taste for me, so I don't do bell peppers.
Good.
What about you, Jennifer?
I normally do cheese or meat lovers with black olives.
That's solid.
I'm actually more of like a veggie lover pizza, except I don't like olives.
Man, what's the matter with you, Frank?
Yeah, I know.
What about
I
you?
like the margarita. Pizza.
Margarita.
Margarita.
That's very fancy. I'm
cheese and basil. You can't go wrong.
basil.
And tomato sauce.
I have so much basil growing in the house that I just throw it away. It's a shame.
Did it not die right now with the
Make
cold weather?
pesto, man.
No, it's indoors. I got an indoor basil
You gotta
plant.
make
Really?
pesto.
Yeah, tons of. I bought the grow
love
light.
basil, man.
Make
Yeah.
pesto, bottle it, and call it Ramones.
I know. It.
Ramones
You know what?
pesto.
Find a good olive oil and
Infuse it.
Yeah.
With pine nuts, that's all you need, man.
Oh,
A little
man.
Parmesan.
My problem is I love to cook, but I never have time. So it's always something quick.
Well, you have basil. You don't need time.
Buy
Oh wow, Frank, that was good. Dang,
A little rosemary.
I love that.
That's good. That was
Hey,
good.
speaking of good, carbingo.com. You go there,
Yeah.
enter just a couple of bits of information, type of car, mileage, things like that. Boom, you get an offer. If you accept it, they'll bring you a check, finalize everything. You can order all the cauliflower pizza you want.
Absolutely. Look, it's really simple. If you got a car that you don't want anymore, maybe your payments are too high. Maybe it was your first time you ever buying a car, and that's not really what you wanted. But you already bought it and you're financing. Give us a shot. We'll buy it from you. And right now, cars are still bringing a premium. Pre-owned cars are bringing a lot of money.
Yep.
So carbingo.com, look. Few pieces of information about your car. You put it on the website, and within seconds, you're going to get an offer, a really good offer that we can go and drop off a check and pick up a car. That's simple.
In no time at all.
Yeah.
Practically no time. Now, is there an opportunity in that process where I can speak to somebody at Carbingo and maybe manage to get them to bring me a pizza?
We can, yes, we can. Actually, let me give you the phone number. You call 872-272-4646 and then tell them with a check to bring you a pie. I'd be curious. I'm
Yeah.
gonna see.
I mean,
I'll fire somebody if they don't bring you a pie.
I mean, don't do anything like, okay, well, we're going to take that off the top of the, that comes off the check.
No, in
That's just
addition to.
Yeah, like $12. Here's,
You know what? That's a great idea. You mentioned Ramon Robles.
There we go.
When you sell us your car, call us at 872-272-4646. You name the pie.
Wow.
Within reason.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like Frankie's New York, New York.
Now, I'm going to be honest. I have had some really good deep dish pizzas.
You're gonna hear my voice next
Gino's
week.
East in Chicago. You go to Chicago,
Very good.
you got to try when in Rome, right? That was pretty good. It's almost like a lasagna. I mean, it's just so thick and cheesy. And
They have a
meaty.
great regular pizza too.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's very
Gino's?
Gino's East.
They're like the most famous deep dish.
Really?
Not the
Yeah.
best from what a Chicagoan Chicagoan has told me, but it's just they're the most famous.
Right.
And there's one in the Woodlands now.
Is there?
There's a Gino's East in the
Interesting.
Woodlands, I believe.
They brought a.
Have you heard of the same, pretty much? Or?
I had them. Yeah. I mean, it was good. I don't remember
Yeah.
if it was exactly the same, but
Yeah.
it was.
There's a home slice here too now.
I haven't heard of
the
that.
one from Austin.
Okay.
It's the famous pizza spot in Austin. It's
Okay.
right on Congress, the main street.
There's
it's
one where
here in Houston. No,
I mean, but Houston's kind of large.
I'm not sure where in Houston.
Okay.
It's
We got a
somewhere in
minute in
Houston.
this segment. Can you figure it out before we go to break or not?
I'll Google it right now.
I mean, no pressure. But in the meantime, Frank, do you know specifically of the pizza place that has the cauliflower pizza, or you just had cauliflower pizza?
I think
before?
I've had it Mods, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. So we can
Mods.
order. It's realistic.
yeah,
in
and then
Midtown.
Nukes. Nukes also has a cauliflower.
Anything around
crust.
here at the studio?
I'm sure, yeah.
Okay,
Sure
we'll find it. We got
Yeah,
people.
for sure.
Yeah, we got people working on that. Okay, so it's in
It's
Midtown.
in Midtown. It's in
Of course,
Travis
it's in
Street.
Midtown.
We got kids that can order it. On
Yeah,
Grubhub.
yeah.
You should bring your uni. We can make cauliflower and pizza in the uni.
Oh yeah,
Uni.
yeah. My little folk.
I was thinking
I want
uni
one so
like the
bad.
sushi.
You can use mine for a little bit. It's in the garage right now. I haven't
I'll
used
take it.
All right. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. Now, Jennifer tells me that her and her parents listen to the show. Well, of course, you listen to the show, Jennifer. But her parents listen to the show, and her dad was kind enough to kickstart some nostalgia with me anyway. He gave Jennifer to bring in Uncle John's Fantastic Bathroom Reader books. These things go back to, I forget how long, but before cell phones were a thing, and obviously before internet took off. These were what you took with you when you went number 2, because it had you just open up the book.
I hope you clean those up before you give them to you.
Yeah. I didn't even think it.
Oh, no, I cleaned them.
Okay, you did? All right. That's funny. Only Matthew would think that.
Yeah,
By the way, I'm Ramon Robles. That is Frank Rios, Matthew Barroso, and Jennifer. This is the Carbingo Show. We want to thank our friends at carbingo.com for making this show possible. And, of course, we want to thank Jennifer's dad. Does he have a name?
Mike.
We want to thank Mike for really this is fantastic. I mean, because you can open up any book. There's about 60 books now.
Yeah,
man.
there's so many.
I remember when the first few came out, and I thought, oh, my God, I got them all. And then I've lost track, and now there's 60 of them. All right, so you open up the book. Here you go. Why did they name it that? Why did they name it that? And this is filmmakers making movies. Why did they call the movie that? Like, for example, Zero Dark 30. Anybody remember that movie? Zero Dark 30. Yep.
Riveting.
Interesting.
Wow.
I'm reading it. I didn't know if y'all wanted me to read that.
You can read out loud.
I just want to know why it's called Zero Dark.
Yeah. Apocalypse Now, American Graffiti, Django Unchained, Meatballs, 7 Pounds, Brazil. Man, this is good stuff. And there's 3 books. And there's like 60 total, but there's 3 books right here. You boys, this should be required reading for everybody.
I've always liked the little fact, just the random fact
at the bottom
of each page.
Oh, yeah. In Sesame Street's first season, Oscar the Grouch was orange.
Wow. That's very cool.
Divorce was illegal in Ireland until 1997. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Bunch of Catholics
So,
making that
25
illegal.
exactly.
Yeah.
Bunch of
25
Catholics.
years ago. That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, that's good math. That's quick math. No, not more than 25
It's
years.
25. It's about to be 25 in like.
No,
It's just 25
26.
I don't math.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
26.
whew, it scared me.
Depending on what month.
Yeah, that's that's true. That's true. Of the 20 highest mountain peaks in the United States, 17 are in Alaska.
Dang.
You know what? Next week we're just going to each grab a book and read. Off the
a
bottom.
huge piece of land broke off of Alaska, and it was like the size of like California
Really?
recently.
Is that true? Is this a joke?
Wow.
Or you said something?
No, I'm serious. Yeah.
Wow.
I saw like a satellite photo of it, and it looks tiny compared to the state, obviously.
Right, of course.
But it's like the size of like California.
It broke off.
It's like a land
It
mass.
detached.
Separated from
It was like a ice mass. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
just
not a
released
piece of
out.
land.
Yeah.
It was like a ice block that was like attached because of the cold, and it just broke off and started floating away.
Alaska's big. In fact, one of the funniest, interesting facts that I heard about Alaska is Alaska's so big that if you cut it in half, Texas would be the 3rd largest state.
Oh shoot!
I mean, just that's how big Alaska is. You could
Wow.
cut it in half, and Texas is still 3rd. Let's see. One more, and then we got to get to current events.
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer, you make sure you tell your dad, Mike, I thank him for that. Your tax dollars at work. NASA developed a system to provide high-speed internet on the moon.
Wow.
You think about that. That's good planning.
Yep.
Because we're going to be there.
It's going to come in very handy.
Yep. Oh, man. This is good stuff. All right. Current events. Jennifer, you could have wrecked the show because I could read this and not even talk. But go ahead, Matthew. Current events.
So we'll bring it back to a little more Houston-y,
Okay.
a little more Houston-based stuff. There's a lot of Houston facts that are going on today, events. Sadly, the first one's kind of sad.
Oh.
I would not have expected this.
Okay.
But apparently, Houston has been officially ranked as the dirtiest city in America.
That doesn't surprise me for some
I saw
reason.
that.
That doesn't surprise you compared to
For
like New
City
York
of
or
Houston, yeah. I mean, as of recently, yeah.
Really?
Jennifer.
Wow.
That's
Up
not a
there,
very
too.
Houstonian
That's how it
attitude.
looks.
I don't like that.
Wow.
It says that of the 152 states that were included, Houston was the
Wait,
worst
152 states?
cities. Sorry.
Sorry.
Houston
Dang,
wa-
Joe Biden. What are you doing?
Anyways, Houston was followed by Newark, New Jersey, San Bernardino, California, Detroit, Michigan, and Jersey City.
Wow.
And the cleanest one was Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Now, what were how did they rank these?
So the criteria was pollution,
Yeah.
living conditions and rodent problems,
Oh, yeah.
infrastructure, landfills, and customer satisfaction like greeneries or parks. I feel like Houston has a lot of that stuff.
They have a lot of parks, yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
well,
greenery.
our park here is bigger than Central Park. I mean, we've got lots of lots of.
I'd
green
like to
space.
know. I'd like to know who made this
I mean, I could-
ranking.
The perception of
New
pollution,
York.
I could see that. You take a helicopter up and you see the chemical refineries out in Deer Park and Pasadena, which are in Houston, and you go,
Right.
okay, pollution. And the roadways, there are some areas if you drive down that are a little bumpy. Houston is just so big, though, that if you take a little part of it and you go, see, look how terrible it is.
Yes. That makes sense, yeah.
Especially Detroit, Newark, New Jersey. Come on, man. Those are
I was
a lot
mad when
smaller.
I read it. I was like,
I want to fight whoever wrote that article.
right. I said we join up and we
Yeah.
take them out.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that's the situation.
Yeah.
Sadly, that's
You know what? Good. Keep
That's
those
a-
people out. We don't want
yeah,
anybody else
Houston's
moving into Houston.
really gross.
We're closed.
Yeah. There you go.
All right.
So, continuing with the Houston theme here, former Houston Texans running back Arian Foster. Do you guys remember him?
Oh, yeah, of course.
He was pretty great.
He was
really
good. Yeah.
He says that the NFL is rigged. Not
Rigged?
rigged.
Rigged.
Like, like when a game is rigged because like the winner's chosen.
Well, we know what the word means.
Just in case, you never know. So Arian says that on day one of training camp that you receive a script, and that's what they practice at training camps. That they practice like week one, you're gonna win by this much, you're gonna get this many yards. Week two, you're gonna have an injury. Week
Now,
three,
was he being serious or was that
He was
just
he was saying
trolling?
it pretty seriously on
Wow.
it was on a podcast that he has.
He's
Yeah.
still alive?
He says think of it like the WWE.
Jeez.
You
Yeah.
put all your effort out there, you look good, it looks real, but it's all predetermined.
Wow.
So I don't know, he's kind of a weird guy. He's
Yeah.
he's a really out there guy.
Yeah.
But
That's a really out
He
there
got hit
statement.
too many times.
I mean, I'd be surprised if that was real though.
No.
You couldn't
I mean,
keep something like that a secret for this long.
Maybe, I don't
Too
know.
many people.
I mean, think about how hard those guys work to get there. Then they get there, and it's like, hey, all you got to do is just we'll give you millions and millions of dollars, and you're gonna imagine Tom Brady opening up his every
right.
year. He's like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna be
yeah.
a good one this year.
Yeah. I mean, there are people who think we didn't land on the moon. So I guess there would
Oh
be
yeah, those
people
guys are
who-
crazy, huh?
Yeah, I guess there are people
dudes
who
are
think
nuts.
that NFL's rigged.
It's possible. I don't know. I mean,
No, look,
I don't think it's
it is
rigged.
possible.
I think there's games that can be fixed for sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
The refs maybe blow-
miss a call,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
That
yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
But I don't think there's a script for the game.
Yeah, it's not that in depth.
I don't think so.
I agree.
Maybe not. Who knows? That's the stance that I've taken on everything nowadays. Just
Who knows?
Maybe. I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows? Speaking of the Texans, they hired a new coach.
Yeah.
He's former Texan. He was a linebacker, D'Amico
Miko. Yep.
Ryans, and he's going to be for 6 years. I was
Yeah.
surprised by that.
I mean, they can get fired for anything, but I mean,
Yeah.
the fact that they've signed a contract for that long is
Yeah.
pretty committed.
And so, considering football, there's a big game coming up, couple weeks.
Yep.
What's the number one thing that everybody usually has at those parties?
Pizza.
Pizza and wings, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, speaking of wings, there was a lady who stole $1.5 million worth of chicken wings.
I'm sorry?
From the school cafeteria that she worked at.
What?
She was a director of food and stuff. She would order all the foods. And the 66-year-old cafeteria director was arrested for stealing over 11,000 cases of chicken wings over a span of a couple years.
Wow.
By over-ordering every
And then
time
taking-
she would order. And then the guy, the superintendent, whatever, finally realized, hey, we're like $300,000 over budget here.
Wow.
And then she got caught.
2 years of a lot of wings.
That's a
Raise
lot of
some sort of
chicken.
flag, right?
Yeah, well, the price of chicken right now, though, that's only 6 wings.
Right.
Ah, true.
Yeah,
All
she
right.
should have been stealing eggs.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Or at least the chickens while they're alive, and then you can have both. All right, we got to go. So next week, are we doing the cauliflower or are we doing the whiskey?
So the cauliflower.
Okay,
I will
let's do
always vote for pizza. Yeah.
All right, that's fine. We're going to do the cauliflower
And
taste
you
test.
got to bring your coffee machine in. I'll probably
if
take
you
up
help
this
me
whole
carry
table.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a dolly.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, we'll get a couple
we
guys.
Need a crane, a dolly, and we need a police escort. All right, this has been the Carbingo Show. We want to thank our friends at carbingo.com for making it possible. Support those that support the show, and that would be our friends at carbingo.com. Look, they're going to give you money. Why wouldn't you want to do that? They're going to buy your car. They're going to get it off your driveway. It's annoying your neighbors. Get it out of your driveway. Carbingo.com. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC.